And I'm already going to go over here so you can see them there. Right up here, you can see my brainwaves. There's the delta is the red one, theta is the purple one, alpha is the light blue one, beta is the green one, and gamma is the orange one. And they're being monitored in real time by this Muse 2 headband that I'm wearing. And it really does work. I've already tested it, and those waves really do respond to a lot of things. And the whole idea here is to it's a collective, a totally collective effort by myself and my viewers, and it's our job to, how would you say, analyze these things. And it's just like when NASA recruits common, ordinary people to look at pictures of asteroids or the Martian surface to try to, look for some kind of patterns that sometimes artificial intelligence cannot even see, but the human can. As I play these games, my viewers should be analyzing the waves, and hopefully we'll come up with some interesting conclusions. And you can share those on StineItch YouTube, because it's kind of hard to share them on Twitch. Or you can do it in the chat section right now, but if you want to actually write something down, the same video is going to be posted at the StineItch channel on the YouTube, so it's a good place to share. So without any more ado, let's get started, shall we? Oh, just a second. There's somebody at the door. Hold on a second. I think that's the pizza guy. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, hello, pizza. How much is it? $15 for this pizza? Okay, that's all right. Here, I'm going to give you 50, okay? Keep the change. No, man, I'm serious. Just keep it. I'm doing my Twitch broadcast right now, and it's better that you just keep the change and carry on, my man. I want to go back to the Twitch broadcast, and thanks for the pizza. Okay, anyway, I went back to do the game. So let's go over here to Lead Chess. And I'm going to play an actual human. Create a game. If we click this big king here, we don't know what we're going to get. It could be black, could be white. And we'll see what we get. Now, I don't have a technical team here today. I'm just doing this all on my own. And so I need to check right now and make sure. Yeah, I think everything looks good. You can see the board, right? Where my technical team is here. My assistant director, his name is Paul. Half the time, my viewers can't even see the screen, but he's on vacation. Well, actually, I'm on vacation. I'm traveling. So I'm going to create this game again. I don't know what happened. Why it's so slow. Okay, here we come. Okay, you can see the board, right? Okay, here we go then. Jump in on the chat whenever you feel like it. Well, that's an interesting move, isn't it? I guess he's allowing us to take that pawn. I never know how to respond to this, but I guess that will do. Just kind of develop a center here before anything else happens, I guess. Might be able to harass that queen just a little bit more. I guess I should just go ahead and get ready. He's going to castle queen side. Okay, so anyway, you can see my brain waves. I was just thinking very heavily right there. Actually, this is not about winning chess. I mean, everybody wants to win, and of course, I do want to win this game. But at the same time, see, he's going to lodge that knight right down where it counts. He's trying to bring him down into here. Um, I just know from experience that a knight over there works pretty good against that. I guess no, I'm in trouble. But we're going to have to advance this pawn up. Kind of in trouble here. Let me see. Guess I can attack the queen though. He can put me in check now, but will that be really terrible? I think I'll make sure and keep my king out of the way of that dangerous file over there. Looks like the best option. This is a roaring game. I mean, a lot of weird things happening here, but that's good for the brainwaves. I mean, this is all about brainwaves today, and see how those work. He's got a queen hanging there. My king is kind of weirdly centralized, but I think it'll work out. We've got some interesting action here that might just work out if we play our cards right. I'm going to maybe eliminate this bishop so that I can get rid of this ugly thing down here. I don't like that thing, that knight. Now I would just love to take that bishop. He's going to move it back or forward. If he moves it forward, I'll attack him again with this pawn. Um, I basically want, he's probably going to have to take with this knight there. If he takes with that knight there, I can't retake the knight. Yeah, I said he'd do that. I already had that move planned. Oh, that's interesting. So now I can take this. And I think I'll get his knight too. So that's not that bad of a trade. No, I'm not going to get his knight too. I wasn't rethinking about that. I got to get my king out of danger. Um, I guess I'll just... No, I don't want to lose that. Hmm. I want to guard that pawn. I have a little problem here with this rook coming down. Okay, he wants to take my knight, but I got to figure out where to put this king. I think the king will be best right over here. Now his queen's in danger again. He's got plenty of places to move it to. I can put his king in check too with my knight at the next move. That's an interesting move. Check. I got to get him back out of there. I don't know if that, how much good that was, but we're not really down much in material right now. Actually, we lost a little bit of time on the clock, but hopefully, hopefully we're going to have some pretty interesting brainwaves coming up here. Okay, I'm going to get away from that thing. I think that was a bad move because he's going to attack me now with the knight. But let me just play really stupid here. Oh man, That was pretty bad. I'm losing like crazy. I should not have done that. But anyway, the brainwave should show some weird things just right there. Um, I'm just going to resign this game, I think, because there's no sense playing this out. But we maybe got some pretty good responses here. I'm going to resign this game and tell them thank you. Well played, I'm going to tell them. Hopefully, we'll see some altruistic brainwaves there and good feelings. Okay, that was a horrible game. I admit it, but let's. I'm in front. My grandson tells me that I've got more than 1,538 lurkers out there tonight, who are basically just here for the show, and they don't really interact or chat or anything. But it's a big audience, and I'm glad to be here. And it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's halfway embarrassing to lose, because we all lose. There's no big problem about that. But at the same time, I would like to play a really nice game here and win something, and we'll see what the brainwaves look like in victory. Shall we do that? We already saw one in defeat, and we'll see what they look like in victory. This is the famous King's Gambit, and that's the counter gambit, they call that. It's quite the thing. What do? You just have to go ahead and attack that thing, I guess. We have different options. The bishop is pretty powerful on that diagonal, so we'll just take her off on that diagonal as quickly as possible. She's attacking the pawn now, but the pawn is protected by the bishop. Okay, so that makes it a true gambit. We might make it a really, really true gambit by castling right now. He'll take that pawn too, but we're going to have some pretty good development, and I think some pretty open lines by the time we finish here. Now, in that case, I think I want to keep this white bishop for an attack. I think he's going to try to castle on that side over there. I'm going to already, should I already put him in check? No, I kind of like that bishop. This thing is not going to do me any good over there. I'm just going to bring that thing back and not waste a lot of time here. Okay, I'm going to think of something kind of good to do here. I guess I can bring my king over to the corner, because, you're always thinking about some combinations and things, and that queen can surprise that really bad. I would like to, kind of wasting a lot of time here. I'm just going to move this knight over because don't know where it's going to go, but okay, now I'm going to move this pawn up because I don't like, well, no. I'm going to bring this queen off from that pin right there. Could be interesting. We're going to see if this works out or not works out. My knight's pretty well protected, I guess. He's going to take my knight probably. Then I'm going to have to trade his queen, obviously. And then I'm going to have to take his bishop. And he brings his bishop back to there. He can take this pawn, but I'm going to just different things I can do here, I guess. I'm just going to go for this pawn down here and see if I get anything or not. He kind of has to react to that. I pinned the pawn. He can't advance the pawn. He needs to protect the pawn somehow with one of his rooks. And now I can get a second attack on that thing. So now I got 3 pieces on one pawn. He'll have to try to. Yeah, that was good. That defended it very well. I really don't need this. Except he's going to... I don't know. I'm just going to play for broke here. I don't really care if I lose a pawn. And I probably will lose a pawn. But if I lose a pawn, I was not going to use that pawn anyway in this game much. Now he's thinking about it. What's he going to do now? If he takes that pawn, I think I'll double the rooks on this file and go off one more time. I just don't want to waste a lot of time here. We've got 2 minutes against 3 minutes on the clock. And that was good. I guess I'm going to have to bring him back to safety. Oh no, I can't. I have to move. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to make a trade right now. My rooks were kind of important to me. So I have to do that. Now I could attack that rook. Yeah, if I take that, no. He's ahead. I mean, I said I didn't care if I lost a pawn, but if this goes into an endgame, I have a losing endgame right now. Don't know how my brainwaves are affecting that, but I'm gonna take that. Why not? No, he doesn't have a lot of places he can go. I'm gonna bring him back over here because he protects against this rook coming down on this last rank. A good move for him right now would be the bishop right here. Wow. This is looking kind of interesting. We'll see what happens next. Okay. Don't like that bishop. Centralize my king, I guess. I could get in trouble, serious trouble here. I think he's going to checkmate me maybe now. No, I can bring my rook back. I don't know. Really just don't know what's going to happen here. We'll see. Gotta bring my rook back. 44 seconds. Material looks pretty even. I had 2 against 1. Now I got 1 against 0 on that side, so that's pretty good. 37 seconds. Gonna get this pawn down here closer and closer to a real win. I'm gonna be in trouble here really soon, I know. Only if his modem breaks or something, I can be saved. Hopefully he'll do something dumb like put the king there and try to checkmate me in the next move, and then that would be good for me. I don't know. I'm just going to have to... I'm going to lose this game. 25 seconds. The only way I can win is if his modem breaks. And that would be so wonderful. Every once in a while, a modem will break. I would love if his modem broke right now. If he just resigned, like, oh, my modem broke, I'm going to resign. I don't know. That's just crap, isn't it? I lost this game. Okay, I'm going to resign. All right, well, interesting game. I didn't get the win like I was hoping for. Let's play another one, shall we? Oh, wait. Connecting? Where's it connecting? Let me see what's happening here. Oh, well. Let me I'll put myself on right back so I can fix this problem. Connecting to Muse. What is this? Gonna have to reconnect. I'll turn it off and turn it back on, I guess. Kind of weird. A bug flew in the window like a moth. Don't know. I never saw this thing disconnect like that. Hold on just a second, everybody. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Oh, can't figure this out. I'm trying to connect to Muse. Okay, there's the off button. I'm going to turn it off completely. Okay, now it's off. It says waiting, please power on. And pair your Muse. Okay, so I'm doing that. Okay, turn on the. Okay, now it's connecting. Okay, now it's connected again. Great. Okay, so we're connected. Let's do another game. All right, we're feeling good. And you can see my delta wave when it's really up high like that. It's because I'm feeling great. And let's go for it. I'm going to go back to Lichess after taking care of that glitch. There's a lot of technical aspects to this. You got the Twitch studio, you got this brainwave thing, you got to play a game of chess. But we'll get through to the other side. It's just part of life. Okay, we got black this time. And let's see what our brainwaves do as we play a Carol Can. And we got to win this one. Come on. This is ridiculous. I think I'm thinking too much about brainwaves and everything and not taking the game serious. No, I'm taking the game serious. I want to win these games, obviously. I'm going to push that thing and go for it. Yeah, okay. I figured you would do that. I'm going to push you out of there and see what happens next. Just going to get rid of that thing completely. And oh, that's how you're going to play, huh? Let's see if I go up there. I'm going to take him over there. Okay, I want to develop a piece here. I'll probably develop the bishop. Protect my queen against the trade. I want to keep that queen. Well, that was a massive, I've got a massive exchange there. All kinds of pawns and pieces. And Next, we got to somehow go for the win. I'm going to close off the center so that I want to keep the thing from getting liquefied too much. Now, I was kind of calculating on those exchanges because when the bishop's in front of the queen like this, it's kind of hard to get the queen and the bishop developed with the knight there. And his knight, too, can't really move or anything, so should be safe over there. I'm thinking about bringing my king up here and then my rook over. I'll have a pretty strong attack on his king. Even though, theoretically, at a cursory glance, it looks like my king side's all broken up. But if you look a little bit deeper, he doesn't have like a lot of attacks going for him, and that's why he's taking his time now, looking for something to do. That bishop in front of the queen really causes a lot of problems. Now he's breaking up his side. Okay, I'm going to follow through with my plan, not to waste time on my clock. If he brings the pawn up here, I'm going to pin the pawn with my rook. And he might lose that pawn. Okay, he's going to bring his rook over, obviously. Oh, wow. I can win his... I'm going to take a pawn and open up his position. Because I can take this knight here. That was the whole idea. Now I'm going to take him. He cannot retake with the queen because I take with the rook. If he retakes with the pawn, I put his knight in check. Maybe this is the brainwave thing I've been looking for. Except I just furrowed my brow to say that, and that's not good because the brainwaves disappear when I furrow my brow. If I, furrow my brow means I like lift my eyebrows and it makes my brow furrow. So I don't know if we won this game or not. We'll have to look at this guy's rated 1963. I think that was a fateful year. The end of Camelot. And can basically just about put him in check here, or put him in checkmate right here. If he takes that bishop with his pawn now, that's going to be checkmate. I don't know what he can do. I got the rook on this file, the queen on this file. His king is over there in the corner. Yeah, I got this bishop to back me up. All in all, I don't know. We'll look at it, this. And this is the first game tonight. I'm going to do the post-mortem. And we'll look at the post-mortem on this because we'll see if my calculation was correct. The StineItch calculation there. You'll remember, I broke up my king side, but I said, oh, he doesn't look like he has any attacking possibilities. I can win his queen right here. I mean, I'll just put him in check and then put him in check again. I don't know if I want to win his queen or do I have a checkmate? Not with his bishop, not with his... I'll just take his queen. I don't know. I don't want to waste a lot of time on the clock. Okay, put him in check there, bring a rook into the situation. And then this looks like checkmate. Okay, that was a good game. Now, I hope my brainwaves are registering all of this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That right there. I mean, look at that red, what do they call that? I'm going to look here on my cell phone. The delta wave. You can tell I'm not a brainwave specialist or anything, but when I'm happy, I've noticed that the delta wave goes way up. Now, you as the viewers, you need to, I mean, that thing, look at that thing riding way up there. I've never seen it riding so high like that. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, so we know, I don't know, this is just anecdotal, as Fauci would say. maybe it's not really scientific with controlled scientific experimental design or anything, or double blind patterns, but I'm thinking that red thing goes way up there when I get happy. Okay, let's do the postmortem. I really want to see. I'm going to just send a message out to my 1,500 lurkers. I have, according to my grandson, I've got, what does he say on the what's up? 1,538 lurkers. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to shout out to them like, what do you think? What do you think about that win? And just see how many responses we get. What do you think about that win? That should pull them out of the woodwork, at least a few of them. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the Lichess with the analysis board. That's what I like about Lichess. Everything is free. You just click on analysis. I didn't pay for any of this stuff on Lichess. And, you just sign up, give your email and your name, and you start playing. You can play as many as your games. If you play a lot, you end up with a... Well, you look at that. It wasn't anything like I said. Okay, let's look. Let's look right here where we are at that point. Okay, look, I broke up my king side and he was way ahead. And then because I'm wearing this headband, it starts to look like a brainwave right there. So he just kind of like screwed up. I should have taken that pawn, but I didn't see that. I moved the king over there, and then he got disadvantage. And then he moved his king over, and I got advantage. And then I moved my rook over, and he got an advantage. And then at that point, wow, this thing looks like a glacier that a couple icicles fell off from, and then that's the ocean down there. And then from that point on, I was dominating the game. So it was not a valid game or anything, but it's not. That's not really the whole goal of this series of experiments. It's just kind of like playing around with chess, like we all do, unless you're Hikaru and you take it, you're a professional and everything. But at the same time, I think it's valid. I think this is a valid experiment, and I'm pretty sure that by studying, if I can get a lot of viewers looking at patterns as a collective endeavor, I'm pretty sure we can discover about how brainwaves are related with chess thinking and board play. So give us a tweet out. Not a tweet out. It's like mixing. There's an idea about mixing metaphors. I'm mixing web channels, whatever you call them. Anyway, don't tweet out, but go over to YouTube and leave your comments over there. If you find any patterns about the brainwaves, just let me know, and we'll be back hopefully tomorrow night with another installment of these experiments. That as far as I know, it's the first on. They are the first. What happened? What the heck? Wait, let me see here. Why I'm not broadcasting anymore? I should be broadcasting brainwaves. I was hoping to broadcast those things the whole time. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can fix this. Oh, let me see. Info, data model, fatal error. Give me a break. Pin is destabilized. If Paul was here, I'm going to have to restart this program, I guess. Okay. Sayed. And okay, I'm going to restart it. Hopefully I have the same address set up. Let me see if this is going to work. The address might be different. Now I got to go back to the Twitch studio. Now this is good for brainwaves too. But you can't see them. It says the PIN is destabilized. Why in the world? I have to turn my cell phone off and turn it back on, I guess. I don't know. I'm broadcasting, I'm streaming the Streaming the brainwaves at the same time that I'm playing. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop that. Sayer. Try once again. No, it says the pin is destabilized. Okay, well, anyway, the pin is destabilized, whatever that means. It's not going to fix. It's beyond me. I'm going to have to turn my cell phone off and everything. Okay, so that was cool. I hope you enjoyed it. That's like an advertisement for the broadcasting service that I use. It's called HTTP screen streaming. That screens my cell phone. And it's the same, it's using the same address that I have on here. Okay, well, this is boring because you can't see the brainwaves. So we'll see you later, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I hope you all enjoyed the game. We won a game, even though it wasn't valid in the post-mortem, but I don't know how many games are at the level I play at. So we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Have a good night and a good day tomorrow. And until then, bye-bye.